know who this is? Marilyn Vos Savant. Do you know who this is? That's Chris Hirata. Do you know who this is? That's Judith Polgar. Do you know who this is? That's Kim Un-young. How about this guy? That's Terrence Tao. Or this one. That's Sabrina Gonzalez. This fella here? That's Gary Kasparov. How about this one? Andrew Wiles. Maybe you'll do better with this one. That's Edward Witten. I'll give you another one. How about this guy? That's Christopher Michael Langan. Just one last one. What about this fella here? That's William James Sidis. So did you guess who these people were? No? Well, I'll tell you. The first 10 are considered to be the 10 people in the entire world with the highest IQs that are alive today. The last one, William Sidis, is supposedly the person with the highest IQ in all history. In fact, his IQ was estimated to be in excess of 300. He's the one that the movie Good Will Hunting is based on. To put that in perspective, Einstein and Stephen Hawking's IQ was only, in quotes, around 190. Why don't you know these people if they're so brilliant? Well, the reason why is because intelligence is not the biggest key to success. There are 7.7 billion people in the world approximately, and many of them are willing to work 80 plus hours a week. So working hard isn't the biggest key to success. Research indicates that people skills are the biggest key to success. In fact, I read years and years ago a Carl May study that was done at Ohio University that said clearly that the average millionaire is of average or below average intelligence. It seems that the smarter you are, the less likely you are to ask for help. Some of these things might be new. Some might be things your parents taught you. Others might be things that worked so well for you, you quit doing them. Normally, this is a minimum 3-hour talk or a 1 or 2 day seminar where we work on things like conflict resolution, building positive relationships, working as a team, and so on. But let's dig in. First thing we want to talk about is listening. You need to listen. Actually listen to people. Don't interrupt. Don't be sitting there thinking about what you're going to say next. Actually take notes on the conversation. That shows people that you're interested and engaged in what they're saying. In short, just like your mama told you, treat people the way you want to be treated. When they're speaking to you, listen to what they say, repeat it back to them so they know you listen to what they say. In the book, 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, Dr. Stephen Covey talks about that you must first seek to understand and then be understood. You never bring people over to your side by yelling at them, telling them they're wrong or they're stupid. You win them over by starting where they are and bringing them to where you would like them to be. We need to understand when we're talking to people what the real issue is. A lot of times, the first thing they say isn't necessarily the problem. So you need to ask questions and listen. You need to say, so the reason you're upset is because, and repeat what they say. Remember, trust is the coin of the realm when dealing with people. No backstabbing. Because if you're backstabbing other people, everyone you know is going to say, I wonder what this guy is saying about me when I'm not around. Agree whenever you can, and give credit to their arguments when it's due. If you can find areas of agreement, make sure to make those points and build on them. Mark Twain once said, "Always do right. This will gratify some and astonish others." And that's key to building successful relationships and dealing with people. When having a contentious conversation, say things like, "That's a reasonable point. I can see why you feel that way." "Okay, I can see that." This disarms them, lowers their resistance, and actually sometimes shames them into being civil. Do not, under any circumstances, let a conversation get personal. Avoid at all costs using the word you. Discuss their point of view, not them. Abraham Lincoln once said, "The best way to destroy an enemy is make him a friend." And I tell you, that is a good point. When discussing things with people, you want to sell them, not tell them. And issues should never be more important than the relationship when dealing with others. When you have a meeting, make sure everyone feels heard. In a recent study that ranked what managers, bosses, or owners thought was key to employee satisfaction and what actually was key to employee satisfaction was actually almost exactly the opposite. So don't use the wrong bait when trying to motivate people. People will tell you how to motivate them. Different people are motivated by different things. What fires up one person may demotivate another. In meetings, speak last. You might learn who needs to be sold to your point of view. You might learn what will inspire them to get on board with the idea. If you do this right, you will have people fighting to be around you, sincerely gushing with gratitude when you're giving them feedback to improve. I tell you, I had a friend years and years ago named Jeff Hall. And after you talked to Jeff, after Jeff told you everything you did wrong, you would thank him for the privilege of him explaining to you what he did wrong, because he was a master at this. And he built loyal teams. You too are capable of doing that if you use these ideas and techniques. Learn these techniques and more, make yourself a student of people, and you will get the results and the success you want. If you'd like to hear more, you can contact me via my website, which is greenknightcoaching.com.au, my email, LinkedIn, Facebook, or you can just send me a text. I hope to hear from you soon.